Hello and welcome to Africa Investment Portal. I'm very happy to be with you today and I hope you are doing very well wherever you are. Today we are going to talk about the AFCFTA, the African Continental Free Trade Area. What do we mean by African Continental Free Trade Area? How are we going to benefit from 1.3 billion people market? What is the implementation progress 5 months after its launch in January 2021? What is its main objectives? We're going to analyze as well the awareness campaigns which are being conducted and the challenges being faced. We shall see the countries that signed the agreement and the countries that submitted their instruments of ratification and the difference between the two. My name is Jimmy. Join me to dig deep in analyzing the AFCFTA and the best way to benefit from it. So what is a free trade area? A free trade area is the region encompassing a trade bloc whose member countries have signed a free trade agreement. Such agreements involved cooperation between at least two countries to reduce trade barriers, import quotas and tariffs, and to increase trade of goods and services with each other. In this case, it is not about one or two countries, it is about the whole continent. 55 countries. The AFCFTA has 4 main objectives. Objective number 1, deepen market integration in Africa. Number 2, boost intra-Africa trade. We shall come back to this for more explanations. Number 3, promote regional and continental value chains. Lastly, promote industrialization. As all international agreement, the AFCFTA has 4 stages: negotiation, signing, ratification, and implementation. All African countries have signed the agreement except one, Eritrea. 36 have submitted their instrument of ratification. 18 have only signed the agreement. So what is the difference between signing and ratification? Signing is a consent by principle to the agreement or treaty. Ratification is a commitment after which all laws and procedures have to align to be in harmony with the treaty or the agreement. So let's come back to the intra-Africa trade. The intra-Africa trade is the trade between African countries. We trade between ourselves on the rate of around only 15%, the lowest rate compared to other continents. So it means it is much easier for an African country to trade with an American or an European or Asian country than the country next door. But why is this the situation? This can be explained by 4 key points. Point number 1 is weak infrastructure. Number 2, low technological uptake. Number 3, conflict. And number 4, poor trade logistics. This is one of the major issues to be addressed by the AFCFTA agreement being implemented. How will Africans generally benefit from AFCFTA? AFCFTA is 1.3 billion people market and worth around $3 trillion. It is estimated that AFCFTA will boost the intra-Africa trade by 52.3% once import duties and non-tariff barriers are eliminated. The AFCFTA will create a single market for goods and services to increase trading among African nations. It will boost continent economy and trade diversity. It will collaborate structure and enforcement. It will eliminate tariffs. It will set trade dispute. It will protect women traders. It will grow small and medium-sized businesses. It will boost industrialization. And finally, it will contribute to sustainable growth of the continent. What is the implementation progress 5 months after its launch in January 2021? Just a little bit of background. AFCFTA agreement was signed on 21st March 2018 in Kigali, Rwanda. It became effective on 30th May 2019 and it was officially launched on 1st January 2021 this year. Since then, nothing much has been done, as small and big scale traders don't know much about it. There is no concrete harmonization between member states or with existing regional economic blocs to align with the AFCFTA agreement. We understand that this is not an event but a process, and we don't expect it to be fully understood in 1 year or so, but we believe that this is time for the general public to know and understand the AFCFTA agreement. This is time for stakeholders such as ministries of finance, revenue authorities to explain and do awareness campaigns for the general public to understand how they can benefit from this treaty. We have 8 recognized regional economic blocs: CENSAD, COMESA, EAC, ECAS, ECOWAS, IGAD, SADC, and UMA. All countries are in at least more than one economic bloc, and we have already signed free trade areas. We have tripartite free trade areas. We have different already signed agreement. We need to understand how the harmonization will be so that we get ready to get the benefit of the AFCFTA. The member state might be aware of it, but traders and business people as primary players must be aware of all as well. We urge all stakeholders like revenue authorities, ministries of finance, African Union, and other international organizations involved to communicate more to the general public, to update more, to inform more about all the procedures in place, tariff lines, and all other information related to the AFCFTA for the readiness not only for Africans on the continent but also for diaspora, so that we can benefit all together from the AFCFTA. For those interested in exploring business opportunities in different African countries and start benefiting from the AFCFTA where applicable as of now, don't hesitate to reach out to Africa Investment Portal through our social media platforms provided in the description below. Thank you very much for being with us. See you very soon.